sorry for the technical disruption that we had. I would like to continue my session that we were talking about. We were talking about mental disorders and mental illnesses. There are a lot of mental illnesses and disorders of the brain and mind that have surfaced today, like schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, OCDs, Alzheimer's, split personality disorders are the most common terms that we know of today. But I'm not here to discuss about them. There are certified doctors out there looking after the same. Let's take a leap forward and understand what is mental health. A healthy state of mind which can think, feel, and analyze logically and psychologically is your mental health. Did you know that 6.5% of Indian population suffers from the aforesaid mental illnesses and issues? While most of us think that mental disorders and mental health is one and the same, it is not. It is the same coin but different sides. We also spoke about how you attain peace from yourself. You need to look within yourself before you deal with others. You need to be in complete peace and happiness. You need to be happy with yourself so that you can deal with other people, understand what they really want. We also spoke about the aura that we carry, and when you're sad, you emit a negative aura. When you're happy, you emit that kind of a brighter aura, and that invites other people to you. When you're sad, you emit this kind of vibe that nobody wants to talk to you when you're always complaining, right? But when you're happy, you attract people with your smile. So this is the aura I'm talking about, and this is your own personal unique vibe that you can use, that you also need to develop. Moving on, mental health is about being confident about yourself, about your opinion, about your thought process, and to be able to take criticism in the most constructive way. We spoke about how people suffer and do not take criticism. Good morning. I'm just reading all your comments. And not able to take criticism and are very defensive in nature. Why are they defensive? I would like to ask you all a question right now. Do you know the difference between a psychologist and a psychiatrist? What does each one of them do? While a psychologist treats mental health issues, a psychiatrist is a certified person, a certified doctor who can prescribe medicines and treatment for anybody suffering with mental disorders. I would like to leave you all a message at this point of time as I'm speaking. You need to be more human. Yes, you need to be more human towards each other. You need to be more empathetic towards each other. We all are facing problems. We all are fighting battles within us, which we do not share with others. All of us are fighting battles. Always be kind. You never know what the other person is going through. Be kind, be empathetic, be more human is the need of the hour today. Moving on to depression, anxiety, and stress during these times of COVID-19. Depression is a state of mind when a person is feeling lonely. The person doesn't have anybody to confide in. That person needs someone to be heard, someone to listen to, someone who can listen to him or her. I'm going to tell you 5 things that you should never tell a person suffering with depression. Number 1, look at the brighter side of life. How many of us actually tell this to people suffering with depression? Look at the brighter side of life. By telling this, you're actually telling that the other person is ungrateful. He's not looked at the happy times. Do not say that to him. Second, be patient. If you do not tell this to a person suffering with cancer, you shouldn't be telling this to a person suffering depression. Third, here, read this prayer, it will do good. Of course, all of us believe in the divine. We believe in God and we continuously pray. But telling this is a little insensitive. Fourth, telling them to snap out of it. You know what, just get rid of this depression and come out of it. You can't say that to them. You're really being insensitive towards their feelings. Number 5, there are others who are suffering more than you. By saying this, This person is already suffering with depression, and by saying this, you're just burdening him with more. So, these are the five things that you should never tell a person suffering depression. All of us are in this together today. The whole world is under lockdown. We're all locked inside our houses. We do not know what the future holds for us. We're all anxious. We're anxious because future is uncertain and unpredictable. I want to tell you all that you're not alone and we are in this together. Yes, we are in this together, you and I. Together we will rise. In this, in because we need to have faith and be hopeful for a better tomorrow. In these troubled times of disruption, a lot of people are working from home. A lot of people have lost their jobs. I want to talk to those people and tell them who are working from home not to be stressed. I know that you're stressed and you're because you're working from home and you also have to balance your personal life with this. So the common techniques that I'm going to tell you how to deal with your stress are as below. The first one, aromatherapy. All of us know the use of scents and fragrances can relieve oneself from one state of mind. Having jasmine plants and lavender plants in your room can actually give you a sound sleep. Try this the next time you're stressed in a situation. Second, have a pet. A pet is a great stress buster. Third is my personal favorite. I do this all the time. I named it teleporting. Now I want you all to follow with me and do a breathing exercise. It's a very simple breathing exercise that I want you all to do at this point as I'm talking to you. Hold your breath, do deep breathing and exhale slowly. Now, I can see from your comments that you're following me and you just have to listen to my voice. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, exhaling them slowly. Are you all with me? Thank you. Please take deep breaths while exhaling them slowly and close your eyes. You're listening to only my voice right now. I want you all to imagine. Go switch on your imaginary button. I want you all to imagine that you're in a garden. You're in a beautiful garden surrounded by beautiful flowers. Thank you. I want you all to close your eyes and imagine that you're in a beautiful garden surrounded by lush green greenery, flowers, and blue sky above you all. Are you there? Okay. Now I want you to imagine that there is a water fountain nearby and there is a water stream which is gushing towards you. Listen to that water running towards you. Feel the breeze hitting your face. Imagine now that you have your most loved ones around you. Your family, your parents, can be your spouse, or anybody who you love the most in the background. And do deep breathing and exhale slowly. Imagine all these things. Are you feeling better? How do you feel? Leave your responses in the comment section for me to read, and I hope this technique is useful. It always works for me whenever I'm in a stressful situation and I really don't know what to do. I teleport to that most beautiful and happiest moment so that I refresh myself. So these are the most common things that you can use for managing your stress. Let's move on and talk about law of attraction. Yes, law of attraction. I greatly vouch and believe in law of attraction. Law of attraction works differently for different people. It is said that whatever you want and whatever you passionately work for, the universe conspires in meeting both of you. You and your goal. The universe will make you closer towards your goal. There is a saying in Hindi. It says, जब आप किसी चीज़ को शिद्दत से चाहते हो, सारी कायनात आपको उससे मिलाने में लग जाती है. Which means when you want something so passionately and you're working towards that, the entire universe is making both of you meet, is taking you closer to your goal. Thank you. So I would largely appreciate if you could only think good, if you can only emit good thoughts and not negative thoughts. Because when you think about good things, when you think about positive things happen to you. Yeah? I would also like to tell you that don't keep looking for a miracle. You are the miracle. Identify it, celebrate it, and cherish it. I would like to state an example at this point of time where my mother and I, we were talking to each other and we were sitting and having a cup of tea. And suddenly my mother tells me that, Zaina, you know what? I can feel something around us. I can feel that there's something around us which is listening to us and responding. I was like, what is it? We cannot see it, but you can only feel it. She said, yes, there's something divine that I can feel. So years later, to my surprise, an article was published which is known as the God's particle or the Boston theory. Yes, these are atoms that we cannot see but only feel, which is constantly interacting with human mind and human vibe and taking us closer to our goal. It is so divine. So I would like to tell you with this that you need to think good and good will happen to you. That's how the law of attraction works. Moving on. 5 important lessons I want to give you today is from the life of an eagle that I also follow. Life of an eagle, 5 important rules. I want you to note it down if possible. The first, the eagle flies alone. All of you know that the eagle flies alone or only in its group of its kind. What does this teach us? This teaches us that we need to be associated with people who share the same dream and vision as us, so that we do not give in to gossipers and people who want to pull us down. Yeah? The second, focus and concentration is always on its prey. So that's how we need to be focused in our life. We need to set goal and keep working towards it, never losing the sight. Third, eagles only have fresh meat. They do not feed on stale food. Did you know this? This is amazing. Which means we need to forget our past and focus on our present and work towards our future. Fourth, eagles love the storm. When there is storm, they fly above it and not below it, so that they can have the bird's eye view from up there. Which means you need to embrace storms in your life and turn it into opportunities. Fifth, the eagle takes a rebirth by plucking its own feathers. Yes, it is painful for the eagle, but no pain and there's no gain. So by doing this, the eagle survives for 30 more years in his lifetime. So what does it mean in human? How do we take it? It means we need to end toxic relationships, toxic jobs, anything which is toxic and hampering your peace of mind, end it and move forward. So these are the 5 lessons from the life on eagle that I personally believe and I've shared with you. Next are the 5 key areas of life that needs your concentration at this given point of time. When all of us are anxious, sitting in our houses and don't know what to do, prepare yourself, embrace the change. And the first point is the mindset. Mindset is everything. You need to think like the person you want to be in the next 5 years. How do you want to be in the next 5 years? Where do you want to be? Be the person today. Every seed has a tree within it, and the potential for that seed is in all of us right now. You just need to look within, guys. Second is motivation. All of us need to have that motivational factor in us, to someone who we look up to and seek inspiration from, is very important in our life. Third thing is health. God's greatest gift to mankind is the health. As I mentioned earlier, You need to look after yourself physically. You need to be physically fit and healthy so that you could move along with your life, because this is the body you stay in, right? So to look after it. Fourth is your relationship. Maintain peaceful relationship with each other and do not take each other for granted, because when you take each other for granted, you never know when these things which are granted to you in life are taken away. Fifth is business. By business, I mean numbers, and not thousands or crores. I mean numbers of life that we touch in our lifetime. Number of lives that we have interacted with and probably made a change in their lives, and not numbers. Numbers not in thousands or crores, but number of lives touched. How you live matters more than how long you've lived your life. Quality over quantity is something I believe in strongly. And I leave you all with that message as well. Yes. So, with this, I've come to the end of our session. And I hope it would be useful to you and you enjoy the session as much as I like talking to you today. I would like to ask Perumal if you could play that video I had shared with you for the audience to see, which is about lives and happenings and how to be positive. Perumal, if you could play that video if possible. He will host link in 1 minute. All right. As we wait for him, I would like all of you to write a story for me. A simple 3-word story, which is a positive story, which is made of 3 words. And I give you 2 minutes to write that. Can you all write a story, a positive story for me, which is made of 3 words? It can be anything. Mine is make it happen. Make it happen. No matter what situation you're in, make it happen. Follow your dreams is one more. Follow your dreams is another 3-story word. I would like to see what you all come up with, a 3-story word. A 3-word story, sorry. I'm reading your comments. Some of you feel fresh. Can I all see your 3-word story, which is a positive story about your lives? Fight with situation. Yes, that's absolutely true. You need to keep fighting. You need to be a fighter. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Anyone else having a 3-word story for us to discuss? Never give up. That's something I comply with too. Never give up in any situation. Make it happen. Believe in yourselves. Believe in yourselves. Being inspired always. Excellent. Hard work, sportive, and self-confident. Excellent. As I said earlier, you need to be confident about yourselves. You need to know that you have a voice of your own and mind of your own. It doesn't have to be right or wrong. Put yourselves first. Love yourself. 2 words. Okay. Life has options. Yes, it does. who you choose to be is today. What you want is within you. It's just that you have to look after yourselves, after your voice. Go after that voice which is inside you. Believe in yourselves, exactly. Life is beautiful. Indeed, it is. Some of you all have cut your class. What does that mean? Fight like a warrior. Also, I would like to mention the different kind of personalities that are there in today's society. There are personalities like the lion, who's always daring and fierce, who's always fierce and daring. He goes after whatever he wants. Until he achieves it, he never gives up. So, how many of us are like the lion and have lion personalities? Some of us are sheep, having sheep personalities, who are followers. Being followers are okay, following the one who's leading. But these are average type of personalities who don't have a mind of their own and they only follow. The third and most dangerous type of personality is having a personality of that of a snake, which is poisonous. These people only poison you, have negative comments, spread negativity around you. Stay away from these people. Be the lion of your life. Go achieve whatever you want. Work towards it and believe in yourselves. Always be courageous. Never give up. Believe your work. Anything else before we wind up this session? It was great talking to you all. I hope you found the session useful. And those lines, those words that you wrote down in your book, one weakness of yours and the 3 positive word story, I would like you all to focus on that 3 positive word story and forget that fear of yours. Situation failed, the session you didn't give up and supported came live directly. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me, and I hope I could um, share my experiences with you all, and I hope it works for you in some point in your life. So do you have any questions? You can post your questions in the comment section and I shall get back to you. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. AARI Institute. The CF certificate. Thank you. All right. You have a nice day, everybody. And we shall meet next time. Stay positive, stay energetic, and be hopeful. Take care. Bye bye.